Hey, Dr. Brett here. I'm with my assistant Ryan Davi, and we're doing some more question and answer sessions for Dr. Brett. How are we doing?
Doing well today.
Awesome.
First question I want to ask you to Dr. Brett is the concept of limitations in our life. We all have them, at some level.
Definitely, at many levels. This new age concept that you can do anything you want, it's not really true, right? You and I aren't going to break the 4-minute mile barrier.
I'm not going to be a center for the Lakers someday. Although I'd like to be.
Would you? Really?
Well,
that's funny. Yeah, because I never even thought about being a center for the Lakers. No, we're not breaking certain records, right? But I think the concept of limitations is the idea is that we can constantly grow, learn, and improve if we stretch ourselves. And I think that's the idea, is to stretch ourselves a little bit each and every day.
If we stay in that comfort zone, only do what we think we can do, we stay in the small
box. So that's it right there. It's like learning how to get out of your comfort zone a little bit each and every day, or each and every week, or each and every month. That's, I think, the idea of breaking through limitations, not so much believing you can be an astronaut when 8 people on the planet are astronauts, or whatever it is, right? So, some people are more gifted than others. This idea that everybody's gifted is not really true. Some people are more gifted than others.
Some people that think they're gifted and they're not. Some people that are gifted
that's called delusion.
Don't know they are.
Yeah. No, but look, some people, but you can get better. Sure. I think that's the idea.
And we talked on some episode about the different mindsets. I think Carol Dweck wrote a book about it, growth mindset versus fixed mindset.
Yeah, and the fixed mindset is problematic from the sense that, the idea is that you're, that there's a limit on everything, right? And when you're in a growth mindset, you're sitting there going, okay, how do I get better? How do I improve? How do I, do it differently?
I'm a 3.0 tennis player this season, but in the year I want to be a 4.0. I want to be a little higher.
Or a 3.5, sure. 3.0, 3.5, or whatever. That's sort of the structure around tennis, right?
I'm running 9-minute miles right now. I'm running 8-minute miles.
Yeah, exactly. So there it is. So you're breaking through your own sort of self-imposed limitations that a lot of people have. A lot of people are afraid of rejection, right? Absolutely. And one of the things that I help people do is learn how to be okay getting hurt, and that's pretty rare. The vast majority of people are terrified of getting hurt, and from my perspective, they're playing it safe in their personal lives, their careers, whatever. But if you learn how to be okay getting hurt, you're never gonna love. Who likes being hurt?
Yeah.
Right? You're never gonna love being hurt, but you like the idea of getting tougher emotionally, getting more resilient, and getting back on horses.
Sure.
I was working with a kid today, and he was talking about how scared he is now of getting hurt, and I'm thinking, I'm going very slow with him because he's going through a lot of anxiety and depression, but I'm thinking that's what we need to work on more than anything, is being okay. It's okay to get back on a horse. It's okay to get hurt, right? Now, some people are more resilient than others, and some people are definitely fragile, and if you're fragile, you have to be very careful. But if you're not really that fragile and you're just scared of getting hurt, then let's learn how to be okay with rejection, or be okay with things that don't work our way. That's okay. I mean, actually, it's positive. Most of the time, we learn more from our mistakes than we do, right, from positive events. We do. We get upset, we're pissed, we get angry, and then some of us decide we want to do it differently.
I've heard the people that succeed are the ones that, even in failure, they can pivot. They can say, I tried this for X amount of months or years, and I gave it my all. Maybe it didn't work out, but maybe I can try this off of this, or maybe try this.
And I like that basketball term, pivot, right? It's I think that's a good way of putting it, is that, you want to do something differently if the things you're doing over and over aren't working. Right? I'm actually married now, in part because I lived in Asia last year, and that's really mixing it up, right? Doing it differently. The willingness to get out of the box, to mix it up, to do it differently, to risk rejection or failure or whatever, to get hurt, to be adventurous. I mean, God forbid we're a little bit adventurous. It's kind of cool, right? It's a good way to live.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Yeah. My next question, to segue from the limitations question, was about just careers in general. I've heard someone say, think what you wanted to do when you're 5 years old.
You mean be a fireman?
Yeah. You're young,
police officer, or
you're young and you're happy and you didn't have any limitations.
Gotcha. Well,
is there any
or
truth in
give
that?
yourself permission. Yeah, I mean, I think the truth part of it is give yourself permission to dream. Some people
Okay.
don't even have permission to dream. They literally cut themselves off from their own dreams
Sure.
because they're afraid they'll never achieve it. So I think the idea is to give yourself permission to dream, daydream, explore, challenge yourself, do things differently, get more creative, which is doing it differently. You know, meeting people. I think you'll learn a lot in meeting people.
Absolutely.
If you don't know what you want to do with your life, if you're one of those people that never really figured out their path at all,
Yeah.
go meet 100 people and grab a coffee with 100 human beings that are doing something different than you.
You're gonna learn
Now, a
something.
lot of people won't take my advice on that. They're not going to go meet the 100 people because that's a lot of work, but it's fun work,
Yeah.
right? If you're a connector at all, or if you enjoy meeting people, or if you enjoy new experiences,
Yeah.
if you have 100 experiences, you're going to get an idea of like what you could do and couldn't do, or what works for you and what doesn't, or what feels fun or not.
Well-
And then it's just about taking more action.
I have
Yeah.
a lot of examples about that. Like I'm in an airport going to, I think Montreal a couple years ago, and I run into a guy that I'm talking to. I tell him that, you know, I was interested in psychology. I want to be a counselor, but I'm 26 or 25, and I'm too old to go back to grad school, I said. And I'm talking to this guy. He's actually a physician, and he told me his wife went back to school, to med school in her 40s.
Wow, that's a pretty great story.
You know, so
Yeah,
just
it's very cool.
Just connecting with a stranger
Yeah.
and, you know, putting yourself out there.
That story. You know, it's funny because a woman called me from North Carolina, a wonderful woman, and we just did a session the other day on the phone. And at the end of the session, we had this amazing session. Right at the end of the session, she says to me, she's 29. Am I too old to change careers? And I'm like, no, you're not too old. 29, like 29. No way. No, absolutely not. You know, 79 is like a little challenging, but 29, you know, and maybe 79, you're not too old either. Who knows? Awesome. Good stuff. Hey, I'm Dr. Brett. I'm here with Ryan Davi. Thanks so much for being with us.